ever. Not in this lifetime, not in the next lifetime. No, not happening.
Hey, Matt, you like the new 18 Ascender? The Ascend?
Hey guys. Hey
Rick?
guys.
Hey,
Shush.
you're live.
We're live. We're live on YouTube. And just like that, Brad again kind of bit the bone or whatever and started talking about the subject before we even started the stream. He does
But we
that
talked about that
every
guy
time
last
and
week.
start asking everybody, what do you think about that? I always tell him, wait for your question until we start the stream. But hey, breaking news. I do care. I do care about that. So how are you guys doing tonight? Everybody in here, how are you doing? How are you doing, Brad?
Hi.
Keith, how are you doing?
Nick?
Hi.
Dirk, GD?
Eric? Oh, Trail Crawler says, in my defense, I was left unsupervised. That's a good one.
That's my excuse.
Kurt, how are you doing?
Good.
Jams, how are you doing?
Doing good.
And a guy we haven't seen in a long time, Matt Harris. Well, I saw him last night. Now, we were on whose stream last night?
Corey's
stream.
Oh yeah, that's right. Y'all were on Corey's stream. I popped in there.
GNCRC.
Yeah, GNCRC. If you guys want to check it out, check it out. He's got a live stream every Wednesday night. And he usually puts the StreamYard link there so you guys, anybody can actually join in, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I just got out of my cryotherapy bath, so trying to get feeling back in my legs.
Okay.
That's
it usually takes. Huh?
I hope you get better.
Yeah.
Derp is in the chat. JD's RC's there. Nick B, how you doing? Radioactive Scale, how you doing? Fellow Canadian. Trail Crawlers also there in the chat. How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing.
Unless you've been living under a rock. What came out a couple days ago, Brad?
Yeah. The 18.
I've been working under a boulder, so
That
been
was-
living under a rock.
The Redcat, the one you were just asking, Matt.
Yeah, but I thought we talked about that last week. That's why I brought it up.
No, the Redcat was just announced. The Redcat Fusion was just announced this week.
Yesterday.
I didn't see the Fusion.
Yesterday.
Dang, Brad, you're slacking.
Yeah.
You're
I've been
That's what Corey.
looking at the video. I've been looking at the things the last couple of days. I didn't see anything on the Fusion.
There's
Corey
like
stream was about
30
last
videos
night.
out about.
Well, that's what this stream is about, Brad. This is why you come here, to hear the news, not first, but to hear what's been said after Scale News. So you want to hear last week's news, you come to Scale News. You want to hear this week's news, you come to RC Talk.
There you go.
Right, Brad? It's a joke, Brad. I'm just teasing.
If you want to hear no news,
So
You don't
here
want to
is
hear news. Don't tune
Redcat
in.
Ascent Fusion Crawler. So brand new, announced yesterday. It is a 1/10 low center gravity rock crawler.
Wow.
good.
They're just coming out left and right these days.
Now,
Yeah, about one a week, I think.
Yep.
Right.
guess
Pretty
what
close.
kind of motor is on this guy, Brad?
Electric.
Electric. It's an electric car.
Redcat,
Oh my god.
Redcat Ascent Fusion. Guess what kind of motor is on there, Brad?
A 550.
It's
Smaller
a
motor?
Redcat Ascent Fusion. Guess what kind of motor is on there, Brad?
So it's a hobby wing.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
pretty
Hobby wing.
good.
Yes. It's electric.
It's $400.
Good eye, Keith.
That's pretty good price. $400 US is a pretty good price. And let me tell you, it looks good. Carbon fiber rails, diff
Same
covers
tires?
that are actually metal. And it's got a brushless fusion motor on it.
Are those
Okay,
the
so
same
it is
tires?
different than the other one.
Are those the same tires?
Yep.
Yep.
Which I hear are
Different
pretty good for a
compounds.
stock
What
car.
the hell?
I hear those tires are pretty good for stock.
I just dropped all my lead.
Now, I
They are.
meant to rewatch Redcat's video. They did, this is a ready-to-run fusion motor for Redcat. So they've disabled a couple features on there. Do you guys know which features they disabled?
The
I did not.
BEC.
There's
The
no
BEC?
telling what they could have taken out of it.
They
They
only
said the
disabled
biggest
the
thing-
BEC, like Josh said.
Just the BEC?
Yes.
The
They
biggest thing
disabled
was
it, so you cannot change it.
yeah, it's at the 7.4. You can't turn it down to the 6 volt.
Okay.
Interesting.
Can you turn it up?
Nope.
No,
No.
it's just 7.4.
Okay.
So it's locked,
preset.
basically.
Yeah,
So you'd have to put your own BEC in if you wanted something more powerful.
Okay.
yeah. If you wanted something more, but with that ESC or that servo, it's good at 7.4.
Yeah, well, this is a 8.4 and it's at 7.4. So yeah, that's pretty close. You're gonna get pretty much a maximum power out of this. You have this guy.
So what is that servo? Just curious what actually that is for torque wise.
32
42.
kilogram.
Thought it was
32?
40.
That's pretty high.
Oh, it is 32.
Uh,
It's capable of 42 at 8.4.
Capable of 42 at
Oh,
8.4.
Yeah.
can you run a 3S in there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this motor should be able to take 3S.
It'll
I was
take
just curious.
They were
On
saying
what
on
the-
that servo, they connected it right to the battery. That's the best way to do it, they said.
Direct power.
Yeah, direct
No,
power.
yeah.
Well, not that servo, you know.
Not that
Oh.
servo.
You get enough
So-
because people that are comping will probably change the servo to make sure they have as much torque as possible on the servos.
So who's going to buy this out of all of us?
I probably will, but I don't know when. This rig is very interesting, especially for the price and for what it can do.
You got a lot of
They've done their
upgrades for
research on
the money.
crawlers.
Yeah.
I love that they've come up with a metal skid plate for the front and it looks pretty strong.
It's the same on the front and the rear of that bumper.
Okay. That's true. This is the rear.
Kremlin,
Motors
you
on an angle and very low.
I like
which
the
is nice.
spacers, how they got all the.
Yeah.
That's nice.
No, with the offset color rings there, so you don't mar up the
The carbon
Yeah.
fiber.
carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Really good looking rig for ready to run.
Yeah, it is.
And you just
I
have to have a shorty
I think-
pack. That's all right.
Yeah.
Now
I
it's
think
shorter than the
they'll
other one. It looks
be
like the
shaking.
pictures that they took, it looked like it was shorter than
Yeah.
They cut
other
the
Ascents.
rear.
They
They cut the rear chassis down.
Now-
they're
Brad. Wait,
This is interesting because what Keith just mentioned, and I think it's Brad is saying, not Brad, Keith is saying, oh, you can only run a shorty pack. Like he's disappointing because of that.
Mhm.
But to tell you the truth, Keith, if you're running comps, you're only running this truck for 10 minutes, not even.
Right.
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 And you always want the maximum power on your truck, no matter what. So on a LiPo, you will no matter what. But on a full battery, you're gonna get your best performance anyways. So
Yeah, and that's not a trail truck, so.
and your
Right.
battery is a weight that is high up, and that's why they put a smaller battery like that. You keep your weight down, you keep your weight less, you can balance your truck a little bit more. There's so much thing that comes out when you're comping, and this is what this truck is. It's a comp truck. It's not really a trail truck.
No.
Don't get me wrong, you can actually use this on the trail, no problem. But it's not
Yeah,
meant.
it's made for being comped.
Yeah, it's not meant for that.
Yeah.
It they moved the battery down to the skids on the side or the sliders. With a 1050 is what they weighed it with. 3S battery on the slider there. It is a perfect 60/40 front to rear. It's right under 5.5 pounds. I think it was like 2490 grams.
It looks like everybody
Um,
was doing that on the other truck too. The
Yeah,
other
they
Ascent.
put brass diff covers, brass portal weights. The wheels are now bead locks, so you can pull the tires if you want to change rims or whatever.
They look pretty good also.
Yeah, they pulled the
Now, are
internal
those?
spring
I
out of the back. What's that, Matt? Sorry.
Are those plastic or are they aluminum? Because I
They're still
didn't
plastic.
hear anybody say anything.
They're still
They're still
plastic.
plastic.
Yeah.
It's divorce. It's got a divorce transfer case too.
Yes.
So the other
Yeah.
one.
It's got a carbon
Sorry
fiber
to
motor
interrupt you,
plate
but I
now.
was just curious.
Yeah, it's got a carbon fiber motor plate now that they moved down 6 millimeters. They pulled the internal springs out of the rear shocks. They put soft outer springs, but still have the internal springs on the front. They installed the 20% overdrive, but still include the 10 and 0% overdrive, so you can still swap it out if you.
Oh, nice.
They don't include a program card which none of the Fusion SEs do. Trying to think what was the other change. Oh, they added all those chassis spacers.
Right, and they took one tab off of the motor plate, so it's easier to get out.
Yes. There will be heavier brass as an option if you want. Most of these hop up parts for those with regular Ascents will be option parts on their website. They don't have a bed for the back yet. The only thing I don't like about those bead locks is that they're 4-piece, so you don't get extra clearance on the inside, like you would with a bead lock that only screws in from the front, or the screws are way tight towards the X.
Right, you got that outer ring is closer to the.
You lose the hub, right?
Yeah.
Or if you have a
Like your portal will rub the bolts.
if you have a portal, it rubs that ring, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Josh,
But honestly,
like you were mentioning.
it's got well over $100 worth of hop ups.
get this, Josh?
Yeah, for $100 more, and you get all
I'm seriously
that versus
So you are
the
gonna
stock.
I'm thinking about it.
You don't have the other one, Josh, do you?
No.
It's the regular.
Yeah.
Ascent.
I don't have the Ascent. No, Dennis
Yeah,
has it.
Dennis has it, yeah.
Now, the nice thing about the Fusion is if I want to turn mine into a Fusion, I can buy the chassis rails, the shock towers, and the motor plate, and it's under $100.
Yeah, they hold on, I'll tell you, the chassis is $38.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's because Dennis, you have the Ascent, but you're saying if you want to convert it to this one, you only have
Correct.
to put $100 into it.
Right.
Yeah, the chassis, the carbon fiber rails are $37.99, and the motor plates 11.
So
Yeah, I think the shock towers were 15.
Hold on, let me see.
By the time you buy all these little parts, though, all the screws and all the things and the diffs case, and I think you're better off selling yours and just buying it ready to run.
Well, here's where the guy that actually designed this said the reason that they have the red washers on there is not to protect the chassis. It was just to add color to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it was for. That's why they went with the.
Give it that little bit of
counterpart.
bling bling.
Yeah, it does
Right.
look good with it. It does look good.
Right. So if you want to run just black screws or your stainless hardware in it, you can do that without having to put those on.
Big Head said Roadside said it was about $240 worth of hop ups.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Yep,
at 200.
I can
I'm at
believe it.
$200 right now. So yeah, I'm not even through all the pages yet.
So
Yeah. And these diff covers that they have on them are actually machined instead of the ones that come on the regular Ascent that are injection molded.
Right, and they're machined down so the steering link won't hit it, give you more steering.
Right.
so Dennis, are you going to buy the hop ups to make it like that one, or are you going to buy a whole new car?
I said if I want to turn mine into that, I would buy those parts.
So do you think Redcat kicked herself in the stepped on their toes or whatever because they made two vehicles that are just like each other, but one's better?
No, because
No.
you can
No,
take
Because you got
different.
a starter. We can only pay $300 to get into it.
They knew what they were doing.
starter one. You got
Not
a
not only that, but you got two vehicles, you got two different things. You got a trail truck and you got a comp truck.
Yeah, and that appeals to a wider audience, and
Right.
more people are going to get them.
So like Dennis just said, what 120 bucks maybe you can get that truck
Not
built
even
from the Ascent anyway.
It's under $100.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, shipping, taxes, whatever, you know.
Drink. Oh.
So it seems like
Uh,
Redcat is really changing everybody's minds about the company. They've come from sharing other platforms for making their own and making really good stuff now.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking yesterday on the other stream. Is I think Redcat has really evolved in the last 5 or 6 years, like a lot,
yeah.
and they've
Just a
really
little bit dirt.
made a good name for themselves so far. Because about 5 or 6 years ago, Redcat was known to be a copycat and just taking Japanese cars and just rebranding them and reselling them under their name. And I'm glad that they've went this way, and then they restructured themselves and are coming out with great products.
Well, now they have their own
And I
design
think-
team, so they don't have to worry about doing that.
They have their own what?
They have their own design team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everything that you've seen in the last year has been on the table for 2 years plus.
Yeah.
Just being designed, tested, and just getting all the bugs out of them.
The R&D.
Yeah, testing.
And I think with them coming out with this is going to shake a lot of people up getting into a comp for $400 a comp truck versus paying a lot more for a comp truck that doesn't have some of these offered items for this.
Right. And like with my Ascent, there's really not much you have to do to make it competitive.
Yeah.
Right.
Go back down to the axles. Is that double-sided where the screw goes all the way through to two sides too? Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay.
All the way it fits through there.
Yeah, so you got a solid support on both sides for your links and shocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Double?
wanted to upgrade the regular Ascent to a Fusion, you're looking at about 250.
For all the parts that are on the Ascent.
Yeah, for all the
Yeah.
parts. If you just go to hop ups on Redcat, you're looking at about 250 because you can interchange parts.
Dennis did all that stuff, a lot of that stuff already to his. So
I did the same thing to mine too.
yeah,
Right.
so
I
technically you
don't
just
need to
need
worry
a
about the motor. I don't need to worry about the servo. I've already went brushless and direct powered servo, so I don't have to worry about the shocks either. The link's not a big deal. The only difference is the color.
Right.
If I want to put those bumpers on, I personally think these bumpers are a little bit lower and might hurt you because the bumper that comes on the regular Ascent does sit up higher.
Okay.
So this one does sit lower, and it's got a grab point being metal.
If you really wanted to do anything, it'd be the chassis, right?
All I want to do, if I were to do it, would be the carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Now the hop-ups are not that expensive, like $27 for
Who wants
these,
one?
and the heavier one are 34.
Right. And I would probably go with just the lighter of the two pieces of brass. No reason to go too heavy because that's when the back tires pass up the front tires.
They do make it look mean with the red and black.
It does. It looks nice.
It does.
But it doesn't have a back. Doesn't have a bed. Just kidding.
I like the way it looks like without no bed like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather not have a bed on it. Not like that. I mean, without the bed on it, the weight bias is perfect.
So you,
Do you still have yours attached, or did you
Mine's a
disassemble
one
yours?
piece. I've got the one
Yours
piece.
is one piece?
You got the red one.
Okay.
is it practically 50-50 a weight distribution on this one?
60-40.
60-40, just said that.
I didn't hear it.
Pay attention.
They're calling you high
Jack
speed.
mentioned that at the
So
beginning.
broke, can't pay attention.
Shit, you so
No, I
big you
think
can't
they
put a
got a
down layer
pretty-
on layaway.
Yeah, I think they got a pretty good winner there because out of the box, like $400, this thing is gonna compete no problem with the big guys.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a contender with a couple of the other RTR comp trucks that come out.
And does it sit lower than the one you have?
A little bit, not much.
Okay.
That's because they took the internal springs out of the rear and put the softs on the front.
Well, they also have a taller shock tower.
I was gonna say the
They
shock
do have
mounting
the
points too. Make a
Yeah,
difference
shock
there
tower is
too.
taller because the cross brace, if you look at the front again, that cross brace actually sits up higher off the servo than the regular Ascent.
Yeah, so it's over the servo.
Yep. But one thing that they did do, which Josh and I forgot to mention, was next to the servo, they have a spot if you want to put a small battery in. What they did was they put a stop on the back side of that plate that you see on the passenger side.
Yeah, I see that right there.
They put a stop on the back side of it so your battery cannot slide back to the spur gear.
Oh, okay.
So you don't chew your
That's,
battery up.
Right.
What's his name? Troy made one. He printed out one, so it wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's why
What's
I
it?
wasn't even going to try to put a battery up in the front.
Yeah, he just printed like a little flat tab with like an L bracket,
Yep.
little tray for the battery to sit in so it wouldn't slide back.
And I like the way that they have it set up because it's actually a dual servo mount if you take that plate off. So
Yeah,
you can
right.
put your steering servo and a servo winch in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that than do a battery.
Yeah, there is a slit there for a winch.
Yeah, they have a fair lead on front and back bumper.
So you can put a winch on both sides.
Yes.
You can see the little plate here just a little bit.
Yep. It's just enough to keep the battery from sliding back.
Yeah.
No, they
That's a
knocked
nice
it out of the
one.
park with this one.
So they could
I would
have the
agree with
battery
you.
in the front or on the side there. So there's two different positions for the batteries.
Right. But with the
Yeah.
way that the weight bias is set up, there's no need to put a battery up there. Because you're just adding more front weight to it. You don't want that.
Well, if you just have like a little, 850 or something like that, probably wouldn't change too much.
You'd be surprised. It's still some weight.
And it's up
Yeah,
highway.
every little ounce counts.
And I'm sure, Keith, you could take off this brace here and put a full pack at the back
Yeah,
for trail riding for 2 or 3 hours.
yeah.
Well, you could also get the battery tray for the regular Ascent and put it across the
Across
chassis
the
rail.
side.
You believe it or not, shorty packs can be over 5,000 milliamp.
Milliamps.
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 Mall.
Yeah, but
Ma.
it's set up
There you
for
go.
comps, so it's like tow it.
That's why it comes with the overdrive.
Wow, they have a lot of stuff, a lot of,
Like they still have the Ridge Rock and the Everest 10. Like they've been
I
selling
have.
these for years.
I have an Everest 10.
Oh yeah.
That was my first crawler that I bought, and it's
And now they got that
uh,
ridge.
8 years old.
Okay. Ridge Runner.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fairly new. Ridge Runner,
It's basically the ridge rock with a truck body.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the body changed on that, didn't it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, when I watched Adventure Time do his video of his, it looked like it has limited slip diffs.
Yeah, I think they are open diffs.
Radioactive says that the other battery tray comes with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well, damn.
that's good to know.
And
Nice.
this the other thing they came out last week with, which we talked a little bit about.
18th scale.
Now, this is a pretty good price for under $100 compared to everybody else's 1/24 or 18th scale.
I like the silver one.
There is no silver one. Oh, that's a 1/24 scale. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
a 16 scale.
18.
Or
18,
16,
sorry.
18. Well,
18.
1920.
And it's called granite.
Hike.
Yeah, no shit.
Redcat also said when they did the announcement yesterday on the Fusion that they have more red and blue trucks because all the granite ones are sold out.
Okay.
But there's not many left.
Right. And there's not many of the 18s left. Once they're sold out, they're not going to be back in stock until mid to late June.
Oh yeah.
So what they have is what they have.
That's it.
Do you like it, Matt?
Not bad for what it is. I mean, it's it's kind of one of them things. 18th scale is still kind of new. And a lot of people are still trying to figure them out. And a lot of people not a lot of people I've heard. I haven't talked to anybody really other than last night about it. The scale differences between 18 and 24 on putting them on courses and stuff, it kind of throws everybody for, hey, I got an 18 scale. Can I enter a 24 scale comp? No, can't really do that. So I think the 18th scale may have to create their own thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they did last year at the Gauntlet. Even they had two different trails. They had one set up for the TRX 4s, 4Ms,
Yep.
because they're all 18s.
18s. And then you had your 24 scale
Mm-hmm.
separate.
Yep.
Right.
And I think it might be a problem for people because they're thinking that, oh, well,
It's
it
all
looks the same
upgrades.
size. Well, not really.
Just because they look the same size doesn't mean you can put them in the same class because they actually go by the chassis itself,
Correct.
Yeah.
not the wheelbase. So your
Or
wheelbase
tire
could
size.
be a foot long. It doesn't put you in a different category. Your chassis rail for the 24s are maybe a little over a quarter of an inch tall. The 18s are a lot taller.
The colored stuff is good looking too. The upgrades.
So which one do you have there, Jim?
Color stuff is
This
good.
is the 18. This is the new Redcat Ascent 18.
And what's the orange one?
This is my Maz Designs cheat code XL based off the Gladiator. So this is the SCX 24, and this is a stock SCX 24.
They look the same to me.
Yeah.
Right. The
Truly,
are
Wheelbase is a
really,
little
really
longer,
close.
right?
truly, this one hard to see on this camera. This one, tire to tire, same size tires,
Okay.
is longer. The 24 is longer than the 18.
Wow.
But you can tell the different size of the body though, which is okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's, I mean, there's
That's chassis to chassis.
basically whatever.
Yeah, it is a lot longer.
Yeah, it's good. Good
Now,
looking gauge.
this chassis ends here because of the way Maz set it up.
Right.
But when you look at axle to axle, here's the rear bumper, here's the rear bumper. And then if this truly went out and continued to a front bumper, it'd be here to here.
Mhm.
But wheelbase wise, they're the same. The tires, and this is a class 2 truck. This would fit a class 2 S624. Width wise, they're the same width. Almost. Like this is maybe 2 millimeters wider.
Okay.
We just
Huh.
did a comp where I ran this in class 3 and I ran, oh, let me grab it. I can grab my 18th scale Traxxas, which is now about the same. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Too
Let's
many
say, did you
mini.
lose it?
And here's the 18th scale Traxxas with the Enduro body. Tell me which scale is which.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right. Put the
Mhm.
Redcat body back on.
That's where everybody's getting mixed up with this stuff.
Yep.
Right, because everybody's just
That wa-
more or less
Facing it
about
off the
wheelbase.
sides.
Right.
Yep.
with the
Now
bodies
this
on
has
that.
this has an aftermarket body on it that shortens it up because of that. You remove the bumpers and use their bumpers.
Okay.
Looks so much bigger though. That
With the
one.
bump,
Never-
with the body
TRX4,
on.
Yeah.
that body. Yeah.
That's where it's all
So
getting
yeah, the
confused,
numbers don't
man.
mean nothing.
Like, wait a
24,
minute.
18.
Well, that's the reason why I think I said, like, I can't remember whose show it was or if it was within the last week or 2 weeks. It's amazing. It seems like every one of these company has their own scale.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
a guy bought one of these, put a bungee winch on it, and won class 3. I got second with this truck.
You
And
got
this
second.
truck has, I don't know, $300, $400 with the hop ups.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, he actually let him run the 18 in the 24 class.
Yeah, we run it's a mini class, so they set them up with
So
about
whatever.
a 6 to 7 inch
That's
gate.
what it should be, mini
Yeah.
class.
Yeah. Because I ran my TRX 4M in the class 2 mini class just to see how it did with this body. I got third, and I got second with this one. And I hadn't even charged the battery, so I didn't try this one.
So you got second with the Redcat.
No, I got second with the red truck,
Pay attention, Brad.
the Maz Designs, and I got third with my TRX 4M where I just put this body in it. It's got the crawler gears, brass wheels, and this body. So it's got $100 in it between the wheels, tires, and body. So, but this truck, from what I've seen, it's going to kick this one's ass
All right.
all day.
Yep.
Like
That's
if
what
I
I've
put brass wheels on it,
watched.
it's going to just destroy it. And the stock one of these hung with this truck. And it was my first time running this in a class 3, but it was his first time running the truck. So I can't even use that as an excuse. The dude just beat me flat out.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Now he had less points because he had a bungee and I had to use the stick winch. Stick winch was 5 points and the bungee's 2. And it came down to
Oh, okay.
10 points between us because I had to use a stick winch because I didn't have a bungee on here. And the guy that had this one, used the bungee winch.
Had the
What?
bungee.
What's a stick winch?
Yeah.
You actually hook the bungee to a wooden dowel, and then you pull it
That
to
somebody
the truck,
holds.
and then they
Yep.
twist the wooden dowel and it pulls your truck.
Hey, Joe.
Evening.
So it's almost like the old school where you would use a hand winch and move a truck one position.
Okay.
Now it's just the length of that winch on the stick.
Going on, Sarge.
And all it is the orange bungee.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, what do you think of the new Redcat?
Needs some brass. Better motor.
The
Are
Fusion
you
one?
talking the Fusion or the 18? Because Joe has this exact.
Oh.
Whichever red cat you want to pick.
Yeah. I seen it was released. I had a pretty busy work day today, so I didn't really get to look at. I do like the color scheme. Looks like they spent a little extra money on
Bling bling.
like they put the chassis washers on all the screws and stuff to kind of doctor it up a little bit. How a lot of people build their flat rail chassis. But as far as specs, I haven't had time for that. So I really couldn't tell you. I don't know what they're really offering. I do like doesn't it have the Fusion SE 1800 in it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that motor. I have it in my Sendero SE for a $70 motor. That thing is awesome. Those 2-in-1s are going to be the new technology. Just
Couldn't agree
simplicity
with you
in
more on the
wiring.
new technology. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all in one package.
Right. So, I mean, if they can get the can down just a little bit smaller, because they are a little bit longer, because the ESCs and the butt of it, if they can get that a little bit smaller, that thing is going to be. I think you're going to see it a lot more.
To make
builds.
them a true 540 instead of a 550 size.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they will. Like we've noticed, a lot of people have been going smaller and smaller with the ESCs. And when you really think about it, those electronic speed control are not that old. Like just
Right.
like 10 years ago, you didn't have what we have now. It's been doing a lot of
Right.
leaps and bounds, and I think we're in to see a lot of different changes soon. So it's kind of cool.
Well, look at receivers and controllers. I mean, hell, that little Fly Sky receiver now, that thing is small.
It's just even the size of just even some of the ESCs. Look at it, some of these little small ones. They're just the gel
Yeah.
wrap or whatever the heck, the plastic wrap.
Little AM32s.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, now we can connect our computers and our phones to our ESCs too and change all the parameters if we wish to.
Well, yeah. Well, you can do
All
that
the
with some of
Bluetooth.
the
Exactly.
mofo ones right now.
Yeah, this is the Gen 2 Silent Assassin.
Nice.
There's no case on that.
Yeah, it's something
Yeah.
broken. It did not like my driving style in the Sendero SE.
Weird.
I wonder why.
Huh,
It's
interesting.
it's not arming, so I'm not. I let Dennis borrow the motor to
That's what
hook up to
happens.
his Rhino that he has. So honestly, I haven't really taken the time. I don't have another build for it anyhow. So my crawler build has the Micro X2 and the new black jacket for the sensor. Trying it out, I love that combination. So that Silent Assassin was a little bit flat for me as far as like its punch. So, but the new one is supposedly 70 amps, so I'm kind of looking at maybe possibly getting another one of those.
Mm-hmm. And how much are they about?
130, 140, but I think it kind of depends on your options.
Okay.
More accessories you put on it, longer length power. If you want the bullets directly onto the board itself, like this one is, it's cheaper. You can also get some of the longer harnesses, cost a little bit more, and then your JSTs, though, since they have everything wrapped up, they'll add the JSTs to per how many that you need. So, the more you need, the more you got to pay. Or if you don't
the
have
more you add, the more options you add, the more you're going to pay.
Yep.
Hey, Dirk.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, Dirk, they've had a similar sale going on for a while now.
Right now, the 70 amp Silent Assassin, the newest version with the BEC, with either an XT60 or an XT30 connector, they're both the same price, or 155.
Woo! Shit.
Right?
Too deep in my pocket.
I
Then,
agree with you.
then when you need to program it, you got to spend another $20 for the program card. If you
But
don't
Now,
that is also universal. So it is AM32
Okay.
base. So if you had which trying to think which home
Castle
was it home? Yes, thank you. If you had some of the Castle ones, then that'll work with it too.
You got to be careful, I think, on programming, because I did a job for Justin and on one of his trail truck, and it's a heavy truck. It's not a comp truck, it's a trail truck. And he tried it and he loves it. And he comes back to me and he says, Francois, I don't know what you did to the programming of the ESC, but I love it. You have to tell me your secret. And I looked at him and I said, it's stock. Like,
I didn't do anything
it's a
to it.
1080 and I did not change anything on the programming. It's stock. He goes, wow. He goes, I usually get in there and I change and I tweak and things like that. And he's, I guess, screws it up. I don't know. But sometimes it's just leave it alone.
Yep. Sometimes you cause more
just leave it
damage than
alone.
you do good.
Yep.
And it's, even with me with the racing, there is some of them options you can get in there and just change one little thing and you can say goodbye to your ESC.
Yep. Especially on racing, when you're putting a lot of power on there, you can really screw it up.
Well, like I said, and all it could take, not that I'm saying this usually does it, but all it can take is taking that neutral range from the normal to either the wider range or just the narrow range. Sometimes that a simple change like that could screw a whole ESC up.
Well, I
Then
think
there
a
goes
lot
your
of
race chance.
No, I'm just
think
saying in general, Dennis can
Right.
vouch for that. He's done racing, so is Kurt. There's a simple little change that you can do in an ESC can make your day miserable.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's catching that right out of sign mode, because Josh and I was fiddling with mine and we was catching hiccups where it's coming in and out of the sign mode. So we kind of flattened the curve out a little bit to where it would come in a little bit pleasantly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was actually adding a kick and it was almost kicking the truck.
giving it like a cog reaction where
Mm-hmm.
it's
So
sending.
I think
Either that or is it giving you that quick snap?
it just going from sign to the regular mode, it kind of was jumpy. Like,
Okay.
Especially now that I'm using like the Noble Pro,
Mm-hmm.
where you got something that's a lot more sensitive as far as your percentages and the precision of your control. You can really make that thing buck like a Bronco.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it can even be just as simple as somebody turning up just the punch.
Right.
Because like I said, I'll just hit that certain point in that throttle, in that in that trigger pull, where you'll get that power and it'll kick one way or another.
Well, that was one of the biggest issues that Silent Assassin was having, was the cogging issue,
Mm-hmm.
where it would go in and out of sign mode all the time.
Yeah.
And now they have it figured out where it's in sign, but you're able to do a little bit more programming to it than you were the original.
Yeah.
Well, they bumped the amps up. That was the whole damn problem. It wasn't enough amperage.
Oh, it wasn't giving enough power to the motor to.
No, and that was the one thing that was really the kicker for me, was like, I love the control, I love the quietness, but if you needed to shit and get, it didn't have it. It was just very, very flat. The smokestack down Lancaster has a ramp that's a piece of what is that, slate or marble, and to get up it, you got to get up on it and then just hammer down. Wouldn't do it.
Nothing.
Not enough punch. Yep, not enough punch to get enough wheel speed from 0 to max speed fast enough to get up the ramp. I had to winch it every time.
Hey, Dennis.
Yes.
That sucks.
There is a new Cross RC 6-wheel drive out.
Hey, Brad, way ahead of you. Like,
And what scale is it, Brad?
It's 8 scale from what I understand.
Yes, sir.
I got a question for all you Noble people out there. Now, can you run a Noble 4 receiver on the new Noble, like the Noble Pro?
It just depends on
the GRF or the FRG4. Is that what it is, Eric?
Because I was messing around with my Radio Master today, and I was going through all list of protocols, and I saw one. I'm trying to find it again, but there's a place that says receivers for Noble 4. So I was wondering if that's the same protocol for the Noble, whatever the newest one is. Because if it's like Radio Link, can you go back on old receivers and run on a new Noble?
All the NV series are the same protocol.
You can run them off all three.
That's
radios.
very interesting.
Bill?
Yep. FlySky was always set theirs up whenever they do an update on it. It'll do the newest protocol and down. But if it's like the MB4, now that they have the Plus, if they come out with new stuff with a newer protocol, unless you buy the screen for it, you'll be stuck. Because basically they're discontinuing the NB4 and they're not going to take it any further.
Right. No, I was just wondering about the receiver side, not the transmitter side, just for binding purposes.
Yes, you would use the same protocol as whatever the Plus Pro.
No, I go back and find it.
I believe is the FRG4 or FGR4. I can look in the truck here in a second after I get this link in.
That's one thing I find.
FGR4S. Sorry.
One thing I find with the radios is once you've got the taste of programming a radio and fine-tuning the settings in a radio, and once you learn how to do it, once you go back to the cheaper radios, then you want to do something, and then you realize, oh man, I can't do it because it doesn't do this. Or like you always want to do and modify it, but you can't because it's got that older radio. Or low budget radio, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, or the low budget RTRs just doesn't have the finesse as the Pro, and you're used to that smooth, crisp speed, and then you get that, and you're like, "What the hell's wrong with me? Am I off today?"
It's just like I've been working with this radio, and this is the Turbo Racing 7-channel radio, which is kind of cool, and it's even got a flashlight in the front. But it's interesting because it's got 7-channel, and it's pretty affordable. But then when I started programming it for the four-wheel steering, which it does pretty good also, I realized in the manual it's got 7 channel, but you can only do the endpoints on the first 4 channels. So the other channels you cannot do any adjustments on there. So it's only the first 4 channels. And nowhere does it tell you until you get it and you actually open up the manual.
Has it got toggle switches on it, Tank?
Toggle switch?
You know, like a 3-way?
It does not have the 3-way. It does have one 3-way, which is channel 4.
Okay, I
Channel
see
4
it.
has a switch, which is center, forward, and reverse.
And back. Oh, okay.
Push button. This is just for your trim. It does have 2 knobs for if you want to do your rear steer or whatever. But oh, sorry, but that's channel 5 or 6 and 7
6
are
and
there.
7.
And then you have another toggle here, another switch that's just push on, push off, just like this one. And you cannot
Okay.
reassign those channel or to make that switch do any other thing. It's locked in. So
Oh,
it's not like the
that's
radio link or other radios where you can assign a switch to do something else. But hey,
Yeah.
for the money, this is pretty cool little.
How much was it?
I can't remember how much these are. This is Justin. He gave me it. He's going to run his capper on there, which is now
Okay.
4-wheel steering. That guy there. So I set it up for him, and I set up the transmission to have dig or not. So that's on there. So
So is that using servo mixing to do
it does not have any servo mixing with this.
Oh, no
You can
mixing.
you cannot do any mixes.
So it would not be good for equipment.
Nope.
So, Bill, since you got in here late, you like the new Redcat, the Fusion?
Yeah, so this looks like a pretty cool little 1/18th. I mean, you know, if you're wanting to go rock on,
Everybody's going back to the 18. No, the new
It's because it's
1/10 scale
brand new. It
Fusion
just
that just
came
came
out
out.
today
The
or
1/10.
yesterday.
Here, I'll show you.
Redcat Fusion
You
is.
might not
the
even have seen it
110.
yet.
oh,
Not this one, but this one.
I like that one.
This guy,
nice.
Redcat Fusion.
I'm not seeing it yet. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, it's basically a
Oh, that one. Okay.
comp
Yeah,
truck out of the
yeah.
box.
It's a comp
That's
truck.
right.
And it's $400, which is pretty good price.
And how much is the regular one like that?
300.
300. Okay. Yeah, for an extra 100, yeah, that's worthwhile. I mean,
Facts.
the other one was a
Yeah.
good one to start with. You
I
Yeah,
know.
went
that one's got
across
all
RC
kinds of
to see
shit.
that new 6x6, but it's not there yet.
Yeah, it's got that 80s Ford body cab on it.
So here's the US site, and this is the Cross RC site, but it's not on there. But they do have this guy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Keith
Oh,
would love to have that
T-Rex.
Either one of them in the picture.
Keith,
But
Keith,
I do like the 1/8 scale tow truck though. It's got that Ford cab on it.
What's that, Joe?
Keith is accepting donations for the T-Rex.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Keith is accepting donations for the T-Rex.
He's accepting it for the mammoth too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That truck is awful small. I seen it at the hobby shop today, that blue demon. Man.
Yeah, the
I
Demons
like
aren't
this
that
one.
big.
This
Yeah.
is the nice tow truck. That's another nice one
Yeah.
they've came out with.
Yeah, that thing 8 scale, so I think that would look great, actually.
Yeah, but they have a 6-wheel drive with a long flatbed and
Yeah, I'd like that one too. I like that tow truck.
Yeah, Harley Design, he actually mentioned, he says, I think they're the company that has the most 6x6 or different versions of 6x6 and 8x8 and now a 10x10. So they have a lot of different vehicles, that's for sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot. I was
they
watching
definitely
some
have
guy
a
on
diverse
YouTube. He said the
selection.
same thing, that Cross is the only company out there making multiple 6x6s.
Yeah, on their 8x8s, they have a couple of different designs like that.
Yeah, they
That
do.
Mammoth, that thing's all independent suspension.
And then they have one that's a live axle.
And some of their older models, they have, or used to have some trucks that were 8x8s, but it was all solid axle.
Uh-huh.
What company is that?
Cross. They did it one time, have an 8x8, but I think that they don't have one anymore. None
They
of
still
solid
got it.
axle.
Yeah, military vehicle, there's a whole bunch of different ones.
Yeah,
So
they
here's a
got
live
lot of
axle one
stuff.
here. They have this one, which is nice. Amphibious. There's another one with full axles.
Oh, is that 8x8? Okay.
Yeah.
So they still have some. Cool.
Yeah, here's
Yeah,
one
they got
with
quite a few of them
8x8.
still.
Yeah, the MC8 is the only 8x8 that has solid axles.
This one does not. DC8.
No, the BC8 is IFS.
Okay.
Yeah, like the Mammoth.
The Mammoth is IFS too.
But this one is 112, so it doesn't really count. Kind of. It's a 10. It's not a 10 scale, but it does have solid axle.
Yeah. Well, if it was a 10 scale, it'd probably be freaking huge.
It'd probably be as big as a 10 by 10.
That's not a cross brand either. That's the HG.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's on the HD cars on that site?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're limited on what they have as far as HG goes now.
Oh, they've got that nice Hummer. Oh, shit.
Yeah, they used to have
thing's-
King Kong, the King Kong series, and they eliminated that. So now that's all Amazon and eBay.
So Keith, you need to raise pretty close to $4,000. So if ever you want to start a GoFundMe page.
Mm-hmm.
Of
I
course,
noticed the cab on that thing looks like the old that RC four-wheel drive 6x6. What was it?
The Beast.
Yeah, the Beast. It looks like the Beast cab.
oh no, the MC8 looks like that.
Yeah.
It's got that tapered front end underneath it.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, right there, that one.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about their whole military line is they're all kits.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do whatever you need to do when you need to do it.
Right. You build them how you want. You can
Yeah.
build them for any branch of the service for any country. Whichever one's your favorite.
I knew why this was so funny, because the Noble protocol is under Kyosho.
It is?
I'm looking at it right now. Protocols, sub-protocol 0, FHSS models, KT 531, KT 431, Fly Sky Noble, NB4.
How long is that page for all the protocols? Or how many pages is it?
I'm on page like, I don't know,
Brian.
100,000.
Because the MB4 is set up for the minis.
No, well, we'll see. The thing of it is, this radio is different because you would think that the minis would be under Kyosho, but the minis are not under Kyosho. They're under something else.
Maybe that's why I couldn't bind my mini Z to it.
Let me find. I'll tell you which one the minis these aren't. As a matter of fact, I think it's under.
I know you got to buy that little chip that goes inside the center handle.
Yeah, The nano module.
It just goes off of protocol. It's already in the receiver. You don't have to buy the protocol. You don't have to buy the module.
Well, I want that protocol.
Well, hold on, I'm looking for it.
Look what Jem's playing with, the 6x6.
I'm trying to figure out my S6 by 4 axles under here.
Oh,
No.
did you order the axles yet, Josh?
Yeah, I have them.
Yeah.
What's up, Brian?
Brian, what?
Now, why are you trying to put SCX 24 axle under there? They're supposed to give you better performance?
Plastic.
They're stronger.
The
It's got
gearing, the
metal worm gears instead of plastic
Mhm.
discs.
Keith would like to
Was
do that.
I'm probably gonna bring that one to sell on Sunday,
Oh, yeah.
even
So,
though it
Brad,
doesn't
you're
look like it
asking
at
every-
all.
What are
You're
you
asking
selling?
everybody if they're gonna get that new Redcat Ascent. Are you?
I don't have the money, and I
I-
don't have that I don't have the money for those things. I ask everybody else because everybody else has the money for those
How
things.
do you assume that everybody else has the
I ain't got
money
no
for it?
money.
I ain't got no money.
No, I don't have the money.
I'm selling stuff to get
Well, we
money.
know why you don't have no money, Tank.
Why?
Because you just bought that RC 4-wheel drive body.
How do you find that?
Oh, it pops up on Drama Book.
Yeah, gotta quit posting it.
Which one did you get? K10?
Derp says
It
the
was
10 by
only
10
$20, right,
pound.
Tank? It's only
Yeah, I
$20.
know. He sold it to me just $20. That's all you wanted.
Right, it's only
It was
$20.
free. They gave
Oh.
it to me.
Hey, Brad, I got a little piece of styrene.
I ain't getting the red cat because it's a little out of my price range at the moment.
Yeah.
Look, Brad, do you think I have enough styrene?
Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to last you.
Woo!
That's going to last you maybe over a year,
I want some of that, man.
one build.
maybe a
He's
couple
gonna
of years.
lose- He's going to use half of that for his.
Yeah, at least
Yeah,
half
you
of that is going to go for this because I got to build this in styrene.
Yeah.
So Derp
What's
says
that now?
10 by-
Cardboard, Tank?
The corrugated
Oh.
plastic.
Corrugated plastic? Yeah.
Oh,
Derp
corrugated
says that-
plastic.
Derp says that 10 by 10 weighs 101 pounds. I've never heard that it weighs that much.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
when you get everything in it.
It's a lot.
That's how I'm living in the
Oh,
building.
so that's just a body?
Yeah, this is just a body.
Damn. I got that body.
Nice.
Bronco.
So it's going to be green.
No
and
grill or
white.
anything, eh?
My father had one when I was younger, green and white. So that's what I'm going to
Green.
paint this.
Okay.
Tanks, it got the
The full
grill and all
body
that
kit.
shit, or just the body?
What do you mean it got the grill of?
Does it got the grill for the windows and the front bumper and all that stuff, or
Well,
just,
it's
just
got
the
everything.
body?
on the picture it's got.
Yeah.
It's got
body
that
kit.
stuff.
Body.
Yeah.
Got the interior, it's got everything.
Because some of them you have to buy the body and then you have to buy all that shit extra.
Yeah, not the well, this is complete. The only thing it does not come with is the engine bay. The hood does open in the front, but the only thing it does not have is the Chevy engine, which
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna get.
That's
Yeah.
the 10 scale body.
That is the 10 scale. Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
go on my TF2 to replace my Toyota body.
Oh, okay.
And before anybody says, yes, it will still have the Yoda axle on it, which is not really a Chevy, but I don't give a hoot.
That's
Yeah.
not
It's not the
scale
year.
at all.
Oh, you
It's
have
not
the
scale, Tank.
Yeah, it's just like I made a video of my Volkswagen, the flower,
Yes.
and somebody told me that I needed to spend over $200 to make it rear wheel drive.
Not me. I gave
Who
you
would that
little
be?
lovies.
The MB01 would work under there just fine.
I gave you hearts, Tank. I didn't say that.
I'm holding out for K44s.
If anybody has a tactic receiver, I found the protocol for that too.
You can have it.
2 of them.
I have a couple of them.
I'm not worried about that radio.
That's a
Hey,
good damn
Corey,
radio.
are you gonna get a BT01 and an MB01 and the XM01?
I'll be right back, guys.
We'll be
All right.
here.
Are you leaving?
He's got to go pick the sun up.
You
Yeah.
gotta go do some adulting.
He's doing some adult thing.
Adulting is so much fun.
So Eric, did you find the mini Z protocol yet? Or
I'm
not?
still looking.
There. You got that?
Hey,
Shut up.
I thought it was gonna
Hey.
be. It's
Hey.
raining out here. What's it doing over there, you guys? He didn't
Shut up,
say not
Steve.
talk about the weather. He didn't say it. He didn't say it.
It's ready to snow. That's all I know.
No snow here. It was 67 degrees today.
Shut
Are you
up.
He
still
didn't
looking
say
up that
nothing
mini,
about
Not by
us.
mini protocol?
Ours is very
But-
cold.
But
What's that mini
this
protocol?
morning that
Found that
was
yet?
34 degrees. So
Shut up, Kurt.
Neil.
Hope that 3D printer's messing you up. Listen in the background.
Oh, Kurt, how was
That's
yours
not me.
working?
I'm not printing anything. My printers are off.
Did you ever get it work, Kurt?
Nope.
No,
Oh man.
It's
it's
probably
still
I'm
sitting in the
actually-
same
Did you even
spot,
try?
same tools in the same spot.
I'll say, did you even try?
Nope.
Josh. When you're ready for that transmission, let me know.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually
What I really want to
my
know
printer
is if Eric
be
figured out
running-
that protocol yet.
I'll be back in a minute.
my printer will be running here
For what?
shortly.
The minis, right? Mini Kyoshos?
Yeah, the Mini Z Pro.
Mini
Hey,
Z's, that's it.
hey,
Yeah,
Got
Corey,
that protocol yet?
I got two of them behind me that are going to be run.
Corey, they don't make the CCO1 anymore.
Just because they don't, it doesn't mean someone doesn't have it.
Well, it's not. I'm sure you could find a kit somewhere that hasn't been opened, but I don't know where he looked. I mean,
eBay.
He might know somebody that has
Facebook
one.
Marketplace.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Right.
Yep, don't.
It's still early for Kurt, and he's ready to tap out.
I am,
Yeah,
man.
no
I got up
kidding.
at 11:30 last night and couldn't go back to sleep.
Oh, hey, where's my email, Kurt?
You never got one today? Yeah,
Because he didn't send it.
Send it.
Kurt, you haven't fixed your 3D printer yet?
Damn.
oh. What
The
world am I in?
conversation
Damn.
twice already.
What would help is that
Brad,
protocol.
Brad,
for the
your new
Mini Z.
name is High Speed.
Yeah. Or Echo.
I'm just reading someone who's reading JD's thing.
I know, we just had a big conversation about it
Yeah, we just talked about it.
Sure did.
Literally.
30 seconds ago.
Oh, geez, 45
Yeah.
seconds. Somebody's watching the TV and not watching what we're doing.
I'm reading
Womp,
the things.
womp, 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 womp.
So, who all seen that new 18 Ascent?
That one that came out last week?
What you sent?
You mean this one?
Which one are you talking about?
What are you going to do to that, Joe?
You got one of those too, Joe?
He's gonna
Yeah.
break it.
I'm gonna drive the shit out of it when
Every
it
comp
breaks.
guy's got one of them.
Oh, I thought you were going to do some motor work on it, according to
Hey,
you.
once it breaks, if Furatech comes, I just seen the Furatech come out some with it, but
Yeah, Furatech come out with a pretty
I
cool little system for that.
And it comes with a receiver. You can bind it right to the factory radio.
yeah, but it's
Exactly.
150. It's 150 bucks too. Whew.
How much
I
was the
think
one in the
Fury-
TRX 4M?
I think Fury Tech just came out with another new system.
That's
There you
just
go.
out in a couple of weeks.
That one doesn't count.
I didn't pay 150
That one
for that
doesn't
one.
count.
That was, I think that was right around the 100. I think
And you had to
And
buy
they-
the receiver.
it's a champion. It's a champion.
you-
so just
And you
bite
had to
off.
buy the receiver.
No, the receiver came with the controller. Thank you very much.
Wow,
Okay.
that's
Still a
pretty good
$30
when the
receiver.
receiver can come with a controller. That's like perfect timing.
Hey, Dennis, what's your
If you're good, you can time it like that.
never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Kyosho Mini
Especially,
Z?
I always have
I'll take care of it. I got
the
it.
controller come way
especially,
before the receiver.
especially when you buy two of the controllers used within a month of each other.
Mhm.
No one said you had to do that.
Yeah, but it worked out. It worked out. Hey, if anybody lost out on the deal, it was Terrence.
How many of these fucking servo mounts do I have? I found 4 SCX-24 servo mounts in this drawer looking for a servo.
But speaking
Stock servo
of the
mounts?
T,
1 stock and 3 metal.
I think JD wants to bring up
Nice.
circle rules.
but speaking of TRX4, I did get a new body for it.
Hey, is that a WT?
FJ
Well, WT
Flub
Micro?
RC. Yep.
Oh, Flub RC. Okay.
Oh, that was a brand. No, Flub RC.
Yeah, you're good.
Welcome in, Blind Neil.
Get the fuck out of here.
Make me.
He just got
No,
here.
no.
Make me.
You're gonna
Yeah,
have
it's
to
kind of
go
crazy with
to,
those FJ bodies. You got two different companies making them, and I'm surprised they're not going after each other.
Well, that's 3D printed, so
That body that you got is 3D printed, Joe?
5.
Mhm.
5
it is.
servo mounts.
5 servo mounts.
Yes, I just found
Jeez.
another one.
Uh-oh, he's finding parts he didn't know he had.
I probably forgot about them. If they're stock servo mounts, you don't use them.
Yeah.
Then
Those
it's
are the
like
ones
some
that come with
numbers off of that
Endura
Kyosho
servo.
receiver. I mean, that Mini Z receiver.
Oh,
You need the number off of it?
Yeah, is there any numbers or letters on there?
BR549.
I'd have to take the fucking thing all apart.
Oh,
Well, then try it on
come
the
on.
try it on the Futaba protocol. And go to
Dennis, you don't write those down in the notebook.
and then when you
Is
do
it
that,
the notebook, like the movie?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
but
have to do this on offline because you gotta. There's a lot of stuff you gotta do to bind it.
okay.
A lot.
All right, we'll do that this weekend.
Because it's on a FHSS frequency, and that frequency is like somewhere in there. So we got to fine tune it between one range and another range. If that range doesn't work, then we got to start searching all over again.
No worries.
You know what I'm really
Oh.
surprised with is Fury Tech is coming
Magic.
out with all this stuff and have bind capability to stock radio systems.
Well, if you're talking to like the kit that they just come out for the Ascent 18,
Mm-hmm.
if you look at the receiver that they got for that, it is basically a copy of the FGR 4S. Fly Sky.
Yep.
And the controller that comes with it is the same exact controller that you can get from Element. Now, if you buy a Soduro SE or the Utron, which is a Fly Sky derivative.
Gotcha. Because I know they came out with a bind thing with the receiver for the FMS Smasher, and it looks almost identical when they came out with the Ascent version. And I'm like, that was awfully familiar.
What's up, Jesse?
Does the controller look like this?
Yep.
Like a space shuttle.
Yep,
If
is it.
If it does, this is a Fly Sky. This is made by Fly Sky. That's why they're doing it. So apparently so I'm guessing they made friends with Fly Sky and doing it that way.
There
I
you go,
got that.
Dennis. Hold on, let me share the screen. Where's the damn button at? There you are.
All right, hold on. Corey says he's thinking about building a Tamiya and sending it to various RC people to make a video and then send it back or to another non-Tamiya guy to review and punish before it gets sent to the next. Send it to me
Well,
and I
don't
will
send it to
punish
Sean.
the shit out of that thing.
Don't send it
I
to
don't know if
Sean.
anyone-
like I just said in chat, RC
Send it
Basher
to Kurt.
Boy did that years ago, and heck, even Jack had Outback Jack traveling the world.
Send it to Kurt.
Don't worry.
See if it's curb worthy.
There you go.
I don't know if anyone saw K-Bash's or K-Pop's latest video. He hooked a model rocket to his.
Oh yeah. That was funny. I was watching this guy when he was doing the bind. Can't understand a word he says except Kyosho.
Ah,
All right, so when you go through, I'm gonna give you the abridged version. When you go to hook up the receiver, go all the way to shit. What I forgot the name of it was now. Damn it, Futaba / FHSS. I think that's what it is. Anyway, you're gonna go down there under the bind button, under the bind where it says 00 bind and range. Underneath that, there should be a frequency fine tune. Click that and then go back up to bind and see if it'll bind.
So it'll just sit there and start scanning it.
Yeah, it'll start scanning. It should start scanning that. And if that doesn't work, then we got to go do a deep dive.
Gosh, why do you hook that up to a Tamiya?
Put your mic down.
Put your mic down. No,
A rocket. What do you
Kyosho
hook up
Energy.
to
That new Relarlo Omni Terminator.
Oh, okay.
It picked up 10 mile an hour.
really?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That was hilarious.
He hooked it to channel 4 so he could just hit a momentary and actually just put the igniter wires into a JST, and it worked perfect.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
That's crazy.
That would work. Definitely.
I wonder where Jersey is. He's.
I don't know if
sheetrock.
any of you guys watch Tommy RC.
Are you talking about the one that they just started bashing on, calling them chubby cheeks?
Yes.
Trying to
he
take
stuck
Squeaky
toys.
Yeah, trying to take
Arlo.
the RC Queen's fame away for the squeaky toys for the tires.
Yes. I just watched that video yesterday. I'm like, oh my God, really?
Yeah, she did it on a couple of her trucks just for the hell of it.
Oh, so that's why he did it then.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he stuck them on the Relarlo. He stuck them on a Rustler. And then he stuck them on I think the TRX4 Blazer.
Yep.
Stuck them on 3 different trucks.
Yeah, but she ran hers through a creek bed, through mud, and up rock and everything else. She was
Oh
just
my God.
doing it just to have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she did that little post
I
the
found
other day, just calling them chubby cheeks, everybody got all offended that she called them chubby cheeks.
Ah. So
He's
that's where the name
he's
came
either
from
got
then.
he's got a big mouth or he's got a big ass. So it is what it is.
Yeah, that just when you guys were talking about the Arlalo, that just triggered a video that I watched yesterday with him with the Arlo. I'm like, what the hell?
Hey, Kurt, did you see
Like,
what
no
James
way.
said
He's
about
seriously.
you getting that Tamiya?
What was that?
if Corey was to send that Tamaya to you, did you see the comment that JD wrote?
No.
So the rig would be the only rig that would be Kurt proof, too slow to break.
No, he'd find some way to break it.
You just yanked
Yeah,
the motor
I
out of it
couldn't
and
break
stick
my
something
Tamaya
else.
when it was stock. It was too slow to break.
He'd pulling it out, put a Max 6 in it, and
There you go.
if that didn't work, then it's going 8S.
We'll figure out the battery placement later.
Right.
There you go.
Duct tape to the top of the body.
Been there, done that.
If it don't break, it's going up in a cloud of smoke.
Right?
Either that or a cloud of dust.
I think that'd be the only one
Something
that would
definitely gotta
actually
go
do a
wrong.
head-on collision with the curb.
I don't know. He didn't do too bad with the TTO2.
No, I think he'd do it intentionally.
Yeah.
He agreed.
Yeah, that was pretty cool though when Basher Boy sent the Glamisphere for a little tour.
So it was all over the place. So
Yeah.
I thought it was the Glamis, but there was another one too. Just as COVID started.
That was the Glamis. He was trying to get it back.
Oh, that was the Glamis? Okay, I didn't realize that was the one that Sean had sitting in his house.
That thing was gone for over a year.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
When Brent from Adventure Time got it, when he ran it the first day, it broke. So he ended up getting some parts and then did the video.
Mm-hmm.
Then it got sent a couple states over and it kind of stalled over at Sean's for a bit. And I'm trying to think if Fern had it during COVID. But yeah, it sat for a long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't remember, but I knew like I said, I knew Jack also did that with the Outback Jack getting him sent around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting MIA'd.
Yep, never got returned. Yeah, well, while that whole tour went on with Basher Boy, he wound up getting a second one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What's up, everybody?
So,
So we're
What's up,
No, I'm
Guru?
just trying to stay awake there, Derp.
What's up again, Dirk? Oh,
All right, get away
what's
from
going
me.
on with y'all?
same shit, different foot.
Pretty much.
you should quit stepping in that and you wouldn't have it on your foot.
All right. Put a shoe on, motherfucker.
No, that's what
Sandals.
that's why there was a new one made there, Swampers.
Oh, I found a honey bucket.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Keith?
Hey. Guru.
You been in WhatsApp?
No. What the fuck's going on in there?
Bushman, what's
You
up?
got mail.
Man.
JD wants to know who that guy was that was doing all the challenges during Corona.
You got mail.
I got mail.
Well, there was Rich was for a while at with Driftomaniacs.
No, what's his name?
I
Sergeant
see the
J was in
package
all
there.
those.
Oh, you're talking about the bachelor jumps and all that?
Yeah, the flips and all that
Yeah.
crap.
Ah, shit.
I
Damn it.
can't remember his name right now.
I can't either.
Top,
no
no,
shit.
technical.
Bushman pulled the trigger on the new Ascent Fusion.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
That'll work. Let's see if I can find them.
I'm trying my damnedest not to.
Sarge, if you're still in here, what's that guy's name that you did all those stunts for?
Can't think of his damn name.
I can't either right now. I can totally
I see
see his
it, and I
videos
just
and stuff, and
yeah.
him and
He hadn't made a video in a while.
Curtis D. What's up?
Curtis D.
What's up, Curtis D?
I haven't seen a video
What's
from him in a
up?
long time.
What's up, Curtis D?
Damn. I don't even know.
Like I said, I know Driftomaniacs was doing it.
East Tactics.
Yeah, there you go. East Tactic. That's what it was. Yeah, y'all crazy for doing shit like that. I'm good.
See you later,
I'm
Dirt.
guaranteed to break something
Have a
there.
night.
Later, Derp.
Later,
All right,
Dirt.
Dirt.
Later, Dirt.
See you, Dirt.
I found something out with
Later, Derp.
this radio today, just playing with the mix on it.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to whatever channel you want to override and have mixed, when you go to the curve setting, the weight is either a negative 100 or positive 100. It'll go to a negative or positive 500.
Yeah, you can
I'm
crank
like,
it up.
holy shit.
Yeah, you can crank it up. Because all it does is it transfer the power through the ESC to wherever that is. So if you got that on a winch or a servo, hope you set your endpoints.
Right.
Because that
Because
fucker's gonna
if you
probably
go
test it.
if you go too far, say you're on the positive side and you want to go and bring it down into the negatives, instead of it saying turning right, now it'll turn right and then it'll start losing right and then now it goes left.
What the hell?
It will bring it back the other way. Yeah, so you can reverse shit just by changing the weight in the radio.
You know, you can fly a drone with this with this
Well, yeah, it's from the
no, I'm saying not the protocols, I'm talking about the controls. Because
Right.
your up and down would be your forward and reverse.
Right. Did you see the guy flying that small
Helicopter?
helicopter in his garage?
Yeah, he had to turn like this and was doing that. I ought to try that one day. I got a cheap drone I can try.
That was hilarious. He's like, we're going to try something new. He got it off the ground and was hovering around and was actually able to drive it, float it around the garage a little bit.
You're gonna make me go find my little tiny drone.
I'm not making you do anything.
It's probably half the size of my hand. So
like a tiny whoop.
Yes.
What's up, Corey?
Say a DJI would look small in your hand, though, Eric.
What's up again, Corey?
Yeah, it would. I got one. I still use it.
Better be careful.
Welcome in, Corey.
Who let Corey in here? Damn. Don't you got some bugs to kill?
Nah, he's awake for a little longer.
Oh, I'm
No.
surprised he's up this late. Usually he's in bed by like dark 30.
Depends.
He goes
Don't
to
let him
bed when the
fool
sun
you.
goes
It
down.
depends.
As soon as the
Go
sun
sleep or
goes
not.
down, he's in bed. Like a vampire.
I don't know. He was up fairly late last night.
I don't know. Oh, I know why you didn't get the which sub protocol did you have it on? Did you have it on FHSS or height? Or do you even remember?
Who? Me?
You.
For the mini Z, FHSS. I did that and I tried hype. Neither one of them worked.
Did you bind it like you would bind a regular Kyosho receiver and transmitter?
This, because it's just a board, you actually have to hold the bind button down until it binds. But in order to turn the car on and hold the bind button at the same time, you got to have both fucking hands.
So you might not even have your shit on there right. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Ask your wife to help.
So I had to have the radio. I had to set the radio in bind, and then hold the bind button and turn the car on at the same time.
No, you gotta do that backwards. You gotta hit the. You're gonna have to have Angela help you because you gotta power it on and push the bind button, then turn the transmitter on.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'll leave it on the radio.
Man, you don't trust your wife to help you?
I trust her. She'll tell me to go get fucked. Don't worry about it. So
Well, isn't that about the same as pushing your buttons?
Yep.
Pretty much.
There you go.
Pushing my buttons, woman.
Anything going on at the junction this weekend?
I'm done. See you guys.
All right,
Hey,
sir.
everybody.
Later, Kurt.
Have a good night.
Hey, send me that email tomorrow with that.
I'll remind her right now.
Bye, Kurt.
See ya.
Hey, Gert,
Yeah.
maybe Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. Before you go on,
Yeah, okay.
we'll
Thank you.
start a couple hours early so you can do all that stuff.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Later, Kurt.
Later.
I don't think there's anything officially going on at Country Junction.
We're just gonna go down and play, Dylan.
I want to play.
What's
I'm
up,
thinking
John?
about doing that goat crawl.
What's up, Guru?
Nothing. What's up, Brad?
Hey, Guru.
Was that just a trail thing? I've been seeing some people
Yeah.
I thought that
hitting
was
up
next
on that.
month, not next weekend.
Oh, I can't go anywhere this weekend anyway. It's raining.
No, not this weekend. I think it was
It's
the
towards the end of
middle-
next month
middle of April.
or middle.
April.
Yeah, middle of next month.
So you're having an old man moment where you just randomly talk about different subjects after you ask this one.
No.
Oh,
What's going on this weekend? I think next month I'm going to go do a crawl.
There you go.
Hey, at least it's on the same subject.
Oh, fuck.
It does include RCs, yeah.
If I can remember that far.
RC related.
There you go. RC related.
I'm gonna do a crawl next month if I can remember that far away.
You would just put it
Right.
on your white.
That's a good way to do that.
Oh, did you see what Beef Tubes posted for Beat the Creek?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm up to
The-
10 cars.
The Amazon Team Driver Challenge.
Yeah.
That's
Weirdest
that's
report.
Hell.
We support every company that rips off the big company. Or the
If you want to get in on a comp truck build off, everything has to be bought from Amazon.
Really?
$400 limit.
Yep.
$400 limit.
$400.
Wow.
Can't go over.
and 90% of those parts are ripped off from G Speed and TGH's catalog.
Yep.
Hey, Dennis, when was the last time you did a build off?
Last year.
Last year?
Yeah, he did Sean's.
Yep.
Hey, I passed my baby the other day.
Did you?
Another one?
Awesome.
No, it was the same one I was working on.
What are you talking about, Keith?
My kidney stone.
Oh,
His pet rock.
Yeah.
Right?
the
Pet
interior
spiky
pet
rock
rock.
at that.
The interior pet rock.
2.5 weeks.
Holy shit.
Well, I'm surprised you weren't in
That's a
more
long
pain than
piss.
that.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you save it?
Yeah, I got
He's got a freaking jar of them.
Oh,
it. It was a big bastard too, man.
Jesus.
I mean, he's like a guy I used to work with, man. Every time a tooth would fall out, he'd keep it and he'd tell the dentist, yeah, I still have all my fucking teeth.
Teeth.
They're in a fucking baby food jar at home.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hey, I know that
Dennis
guy.
wouldn't let me keep my last tooth he pulled out. I would have kept it.
Yeah, I had one pulled. They wouldn't let me keep that one.
Gonna get
I'm like,
buried
why?
with
It's
everything
mine.
that comes out of my body but
It
my
says-
shit.
Bad hygiene and some bullshit. Oh shit!
JD wants to know what you named it, Keith.
Big bastard, probably.
Yeah.
Rocky.
Amber.
Rocky. Rocky.
Oh, Spike.
That's its name.
Or is it knife?
nice.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, Dennis, there's
I'm
another.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They were already going down this yellow brick road, so
One's enough, Guru.
I don't have that shirt. I don't think I have that shirt anymore. I got ripped real bad.
I'm so glad.
Hey, Dennis, there's a new
throw it away.
there's a new firmware that
I
came out
made it
on
into a
the
rag. I ragged it.
Awesome. Never throw my
The
shirts away.
3.3.3.
no 1.3.4.
Here,
Tracy's like, throw that shirt away. I say, knife?
here,
It just came out 3 days ago.
here.
That's on you, John.
That's my shirt.
Oh,
Jesus.
God, get rid of that fucking psycho picture.
Who is that? I forgot who that is.
You don't
Oh,
remember.
damn.
You should have had that up a little bit when Kurt was here.
Whoa.
Gave him some
Yeah.
nightmares, man. That's Kurt's buddy.
He looks like a psychopath.
No,
Yeah.
that was somebody else.
I'll do that firmware update tomorrow.
That wasn't Kurt's buddy.
Yeah, I'm not doing it right now either.
No, I was.
Oh, no, that was Kurt's buddy.
Oh, okay.
I got pulled in along with that shit. Now, I didn't say anything. Well, I can't say. I did say a lot. Never mind.
I'm about to say you did say a
Oh,
little
Guru
bit.
did too.
I did.
We all did.
Fascist
But
Canadians.
Kurt got him to get rid of his damn
No,
YouTube channel.
no,
Yeah.
that's who I was thinking of, but that wasn't the one. That wasn't the picture. That wasn't the same guy. So that's why I didn't say that.
You're good.
Yeah, Troy's the one that went off because Kurt told him to turn his phone sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
What a yeah.
No,
Canadian
the one that
fascist.
called us all fascist Canadians, that dude's in a trailer park.
Oh, that wasn't Troy?
No,
No.
Oh, okay.
and he's Tamaya WPL.
Well, that's what I know about it.
Whatever the fuck.
He is non-existent. That's what he is.
Yeah, now.
There you go.
That channel is gone.
All channels are gone.
Yes.
All channels are gone.
Well, one of them's probably road raging because somebody beeped their horn at him, and the other one's probably fucking petting a dog wearing fucking women's clothes.
Jeez.
Damn.
How did you picture that?
Oh,
Oh my God.
You want to pet the dog? No, pet
You
that
mean
dog.
petting a dog?
Don't pet that dog. I
Oh,
want to pet that dog.
giving a dog a bone.
Err.
It puts
Jake.
oil on.
Welcome in, Jake.
What's up, Jake? The Maple Ninja.
Did anybody send? Oh, he's got the link, right?
Mitchell?
Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's working in his garage.
Yeah, he was
Pretty
doing
much,
that 2 o'clock in the morning last night. Me
Yeah,
and
he
him
was.
hanged out for a long time. Everybody left.
Yeah.
I was tired. I needed my beauty sleep, and I need a lot of it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well,
we
you
were
better-
out for a long time last night.
You need a
Still-
fucking
still didn't
coma,
work.
man.
Oh,
Still
shit.
didn't work.
You need to go in a coma. That's what you need to do.
Nice.
Jack Dirk. What are you talking about?
He's like, I gotta get my car in here.
Dirk's screaming Jack.
Yeah.
Where there's no
Jake
Jack.
is like, what stream did I just join?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wish you
Dirk,
could
is
get in
it
here. I
Dirk?
haven't
You
seen him
said,
forever.
Dennis?
Huh?
You said Dirk or Derp?
Dirk.
Dirk. Psycho.
Gone.
Oh, ask him if everything went okay last night.
You just did.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That point.
But if he responds, I'll read it back to you.
Thank you.
Oh, the actual on a HBI dry as a bone.
All right, Keith.
Really?
Said
Yeah.
it's being worked on, and thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was kind of worried.
The fact that he's here means he didn't kill her.
Right?
Right.
Oh, that's right. I remember what happened last night. I remember why he left.
Yeah.
You just said
Well,
that was
everything's
dry
good.
as a bone?
Yeah, the axles.
The
They
axles,
had no
really?
grease in it. I think they probably had a light coating of what
It's
preservative oil preservative.
it's probably just assembly lube, and that's it.
That's
Is that
it.
a shorty pack too in there?
Where?
In your new RC?
No.
You can where's the battery in it?
Center of the truck.
Well,
Queenie.
don't you fall? No.
Hey, Queenie. Welcome in.
Go
I
on,
mean,
Queenie.
can it take an 8.4 volt?
Queenie.
Oh yeah, this one, yeah.
No, the one you just got, the yellow one.
Oh no, that's a shorty pack.
Ah, okay.
But you can put it comes with a bigger battery holder. So you
Oh,
can
you
put
can-
a bigger, you can
so
put a
you
big, you can put a big pack in there.
Can put a full pack in there.
Yeah, you can put a full pack in there.
Interesting.
The Ecto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, all I use is shorty packs, so
That's a Dean's plug?
Yep.
Hmm.
For right
How
now,
is their
but next week it won't.
how is their aftermarket?
What RC is gonna be next week after you get the Ecto and don't like it because it don't roll in the mud the way you want it to?
This week? I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
did another one.
Either
The
side.
Ecto,
Another one? Hell yeah.
Ecto's a
You need
beast
to
out of
make
the
your
box.
own mud truck. That's what you need to do. You need to just get a good chassis and make your own mud truck.
Hmm.
I have an Ecto. Them things are a beast out of the box.
Yeah,
Yeah, but see, he wants to go mudding with it.
he
It don't
gonna go
matter. I'm
mud.
telling you. No, the
And
Oh, yeah, it
Ecto,
is a beast out the box.
Ecto would be fine. You'll go through. The bearings won't hold up. Their factory bearings won't hold up to the mud. So
yeah, you just
go
have
ahead
to
and plan on a plan on a
Kit
set
right
of
out of the
stainless.
box.
Yep, you get a stainless steel set.
their aftermarket is good.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't need a lot, especially with that though.
Hey, Keith.
Is that black one you can scrape it off and make it your own, make it own primary?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Keith, did you sell your TRX4 Sport?
Not yet.
You selling it?
JD says
Yeah.
the Ecto's awesome.
That's how I'm gonna get another truck.
He
Oh,
was
I
going to
didn't
sell
know.
it to Mark Traxxas
Yeah.
Maria, but he's not going to be there.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's not a
Yeah.
practice. He ain't gonna buy it.
Nicole.
TRX4 Sports, the Traxxas.
Oh yeah, he would have bought that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're selling it already. You don't like it?
Nah.
Nah, it won't go in the mud.
It'll go in the mud. It just
It
flips
won't
over.
go 30 feet in the mud.
Won't go 30 feet from him.
Yeah, it won't go 30 feet. That's true too, but it's more of a rollover issue.
Oh, top heavy.
That's
And I
when you
know the
start taking
Ecto
all the
ain't.
shit off.
My TRX4 Defender's not top heavy anymore.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, probably because you put like $600 in brass on it.
No, actually I didn't.
I know the Redcat Gen 9 is too, but
What, top heavy?
yeah.
No.
So
There's nothing,
why
there's
was
nothing to put on.
Psycho,
There's nothing on top. It's a convertible.
Yeah.
so why was Psycho 13 Garage yelling out Jack earlier?
He was
He
making
meant
fun of
to,
what
he
I
meant
say
to type
sometimes.
Jake and he put Jack.
Probably, yeah.
Oh
Instead
shit,
of
he's
Jake.
back.
Hi, Nicole.
You didn't do anything, Tank. Do not
Oh,
rewind your
I
tape.
was monitoring you guys. No, I wasn't. I just a little bit on my way, but
Do not rewind.
as long as you didn't talk about the weather, I'm all good.
Yeah, we didn't. Be kind. Do not rewind.
Okay. Just kidding.
It's all good.
Oh, Nicole is there. She always shows up around the end.
Well, it's baseball season because you got to think. Last time she got on, it was baseball season, and then here we are again.
Just here getting the 5th degree from Guru. What other RC you gonna buy now?
I don't believe it's working, Corey.
Pretty impressive that Matt is still in here.
I know my internet's working so far.
Kurt's gone, and who else left?
Bill left.
Bill left.
Bill's having phone problems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his internet.
Kurt was having eye problems. He's tired.
What you guys in the States having a problem with internet? What kind of provider are you guys getting?
Well, I can
Whatever
tell you
that
Matt's
doesn't rip
problem.
us
Not
off.
getting Canada
Matt
problem.
don't have real internet. He got cell phone internet, and so does Bill.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't got Canadian, you know.
And you got to think,
internet.
if you're trying to get cell phone internet, and I'm paying my bill, my phone service is going to get priority over his internet service.
Yep.
We don't got Canadian internet.
And if you want real
Not
internet in the
fascist.
States, you're going to pay out the yin yang for it.
Oh, yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, looks
I
like Brad's
did.
doing okay. Brad's got internet.
Yep. Kurt was having 3D printer issues.
Kurt's been having 3D printer issues for the last
That's
Yes.
what, that's what JD said.
For
He didn't.
been
Yeah.
having it since he got it.
I know he got a fan. Did he put that fan in there?
Nope.
No.
The fan's out in the garage and the printer's on his cabinet still. The way he left it the last time we seen him working on it.
No.
Priorities.
I think there's a lot of frustration, not priority.
Yes.
Yeah, 3D printers will make you frustrated because one day they're working just fine. Turn it on the next day, it's like, what the you were just working fine yesterday.
Exactly.
Jake
Like,
said,
what
Kurt's
in the hell?
issues.
Didn't change a damn thing to this thing one day from the next, and it's not wanting to stick, or it's not wanting to make this. What the hell is going on?
I know that my ceiling fan affected my 3D printers once, and I didn't believe
Yeah, I
it.
heard that.
So I turned it back on because I had it running, I had it off.
Uh-huh.
While I was printing, I had it on, then I turned it off, and my prints got all messed up. I was like, "What?" And so I turned the fan back on. Everything works.
Things started working.
Uh,
I just
You got
moved mine away from a draft. It was in the house, I guess. That
Yeah,
was affecting mine.
I heard that temperature changes really affect some printers.
Yep, they do.
Yes, they do.
Because even though that space between the nozzle and the print bed is paper thin, you get a breeze in there and it just brings it down a couple degrees. There's your
It'll
clog.
screw it all to hell.
Yeah.
I figured that out.
breeze is a couple degrees.
That's one of the main reasons why I went to a hardened steel nozzle.
Oh, yeah.
Holds heat better. Longer.
Say I can join the game.
I got to try to print out this gold silk. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a pain in my ass.
I got some silver silk.
How did it print?
It's been I had to get a different slicer in order to make it work.
What
But
temperature?
other than that,
What temperature did you have it at?
I don't know if it's considered silk. It's not saying it's silk. It's PLA. It's by
No, I should say no. I
Gantrum.
should say silk on it.
I heard that
But
getting
it prints.
different quality of plastic also makes a big difference. The strand you're using.
Yeah. Where the hell's the box?
Yeah, here it is right here.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, mine just says PLA.
What's the difference
Is
between
all it says.
Shiny.
what?
It's
All it is
shiny.
is shiny. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
It's shiny.
Yep, that's all. Mine
Some-
says also.
And some
Shiny.
of them
Oh,
are
silk,
multiple
it says-
colors too.
Yeah.
Says color. I don't know if that affects anything. Silk silver.
Does it say silk silver?
It says silk silver.
Yeah, then it's silk.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm printing at 190C,
'Cause I know mine.
and I think my bed is 60.
Yeah, so I got mine at like 220 and 60. But that was on a small print. I'm gonna try a big print
Yeah,
tomorrow.
that sucks, Bill.
120 a month for internet. Wow, that's a lot.
That sucks.
Yes.
Just for internet, you don't get no cable, you don't get no extra
Nope.
box.
That is a lot of
That's-
money for shitty internet.
Yep, that's why I switched, because my internet bill was $150 a month, and I'm like, screw this. There ain't
Let's
no
see.
way.
I have not the first tier, the second tier. The first tier would have all that other movie channel bullshit. I got all the sports channels, and they call it Gigafast or wherever the hell it is, and I paid 200.
That's what I got. 200. I got gigabyte internet DSL.
Wow.
I tried to do all that no cable streaming only. Nah. No, I gotta have my local news.
You can
Nope.
get that.
AT&T is starting to do fiber optics in my area.
Oh yeah.
Good luck
Yeah,
with that.
they were doing that too, but it's not available in my area yet. That's what they
Let's
told
start
me.
saying our
Bonus.
goodbyes, and we'll start with Matt Harris. Say goodbyes, Matt.
Thank you for the invite. Glad to see everybody. Glad to hop on and chit chat. And everybody have a great night.
Sounds good. Thank you. KB, are you there, Keith? No, he's not there. We'll go with Eric.
Thanks for the invite, Tank. Pleasure being here every Thursday. Hope everybody had a great week. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Stay green. Peace.
Thank you. Trail Crawler RC.
Thanks for the invite, Tank. It's always a good time hanging out. Everybody in the chat, thanks for hanging out. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up.
Thank you very much. John Martin.
Thanks for having me, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Thank you. Truck Tech Joe.
Glad to be here again this evening, and hope everybody has a good week and a good weekend. See you next
Thank
week,
you.
maybe.
Guru.
Always a pleasure. Everyone hit the thumbs up. All skills matter.
Thank you. Jem's Hobby.
Thanks for having me, Tank. Always a good show. A lot of good info tonight.
Thank you. Brad Kalman.
Thanks, Frank. I wish I had more to give you over the week to present today, but I didn't find a lot. So hope to be able to do more videos soon if the weather clears up.
Sounds good. I got to do some also. Thanks a lot for everybody showing up.
Tank. I'm here.
You're there now? Okay.
Yeah.
Keith, go ahead. Say your goodbye.
Okay. Sorry I left. Keep your RC monies, your hamster smiling. Sean's on Friday, and me on Saturday, and Kurt on Sunday.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
Tank.
Thank you for everybody showing up into the video and also in the chat. And we'll see you next week. Actually, what Keith said on the other channels. But see you on RC Talk next Thursday. Till then, go charge up some batteries. Go out there and break something. Because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun, right, Brad?
I hate breaking things.
Really?